Good day. Good day.
A great tragedy befell the priestesses there, and to think that There is still so much we do not know about the true potential of the weirdness. I never imagined it could, but that in her...
Spare food or coin? Anything else?
So, this is it. The piece of myself I've been missing. If it truly is mine, I cannot leave it in this state. If I try to retrieve... She's right. Surprising, considering the things she's whispered to me all this time. And...
what you are made of. Have some spare food or coin? Spare a coin for the hungry.
Stay out of my way.
Thank you. You've already done. Thank you. The All-Mother's light. Then let's... Oh, hello. My name is Nianti. I don't... I came to the All-Mother... Needed? Maybe... Thank... So, this is what it feels like. It's strange. like I've been walking. I fear that you have... No, you...
Does it matter? As long as give my...
Have some spare food or coin?
Eyes forward, and mind your step.
time to lose. Now.
Always a pleasure to see you. Oh, hello there.
It worked. I can hardly believe... I hoped, of course, that the wisdom of my predecessors and our shared effort wouldn't fail, but you... Eh?
Didn't it?
So, it's done. The Minhir is alive once more. This changes everything. The people of Connacht will stay where they are.
I wouldn't be so sure. The weirdness continues to thicken, and the threat of the Red Death hasn't passed. Besides, I still have my orders, and they clearly state where your Minhir belongs.
I know you have your orders, and I, as a lord, am bound by Camelot's law. But the moment of choice has come, and I stand with my people. I am the Lord of Connacht, not Camelot. I cannot simply command my subjects to abandon their land.
Of all times, you choose now to grow a moral backbone? Spare me. You are a lord, and it is your subjects' duty to do as you command. And if you defy Camelot, well, I don't think I need to tell you how that will end.
But that's where you're wrong, Denholm. There is one thing even Camelot cannot dispute. Not if they wish to avoid a civil war that would break out if they defied their own laws.
What are you talking about? How exactly is Camelot defying its own laws?
I will lead an expedition to find the Holy Grail. Such is my will.
What? So you've really thought this through, haven't you? Well, if that is the will of the Lord of Connacht, then Camelot will have no choice but to acknowledge it. I'll report this to command. They're in for a surprise.
You heard what Denholm said. Camelot won't dare touch the Minhir as long as I lead the expedition for the Holy Grail. Once again, I need your help, and I'm prepared to grant whatever you ask in return. People I can trust. Those prepared to share the burden of this quest for the Grail. I can't command anyone to join me. They must come of their own free will. Otherwise, the expedition is doomed to fail before it even begins. You see, here's where it gets interesting. I've told no one can dissuade the Seekers of the Holy Grail from their sacred mission. That means all orders are effectively halted until I return. It also ensures the people of Connacht have the right to remain on their land until I'm back. Which, of course, means I don't have to return at all. I don't, but perhaps I should. A lord's worth is measured by the respect of his people. It is time I follow in the footsteps of my noble ancestors and do what... If this holy mission can secure peace for my people, then I shall see it through. And if, by some miracle, we return with the legendary Grail, all the better. My word would become law, and the Minhir would remain By Camelot's own laws, I could even lay claim to the crown should I wish it. But I would start by looking among the most trusted and eldest members of our community. Our priestess, Niante, possesses unparalleled talent in healing. Then there's Urfa, a skilled blacksmith who was once a formidable warrior. If not for the strength of his muscles, the strength of his mind could prove useful. You might also speak with Maggot. Since the two of you have been through so much together, he may not be thrilled by the idea. A sense of purpose in what we're about to undertake. Now that the men here is reignited, it no longer matters whether the people will be safe and retain the right to stay on the... Each of them must understand that this is about the fate of all Connacht. Approach them with kindness. They all have their demons, and I doubt they'll agree to join if they are still Thank you. And believe me, the reward you'll receive for your efforts will, and whether they agree or not, I will set out for the Grail. I will buy more time for court.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
I know. I'm the one who suggested it. It's... Yvain can count on me. Tell Yvain I'll join him on... all my...
If nobody's working the anvil... A woman happened. He was chasing after some girl. One time he went to see her and didn't. He was all the way on the outskirts. Afterwards, he seemed to be... I could see that... Now he just lies there, barely breathing. I told him that it's no use. Stupid. What do I care? Beor's wound wasn't caused by a... Hell knows what happened there. He didn't want to tell me what actual... But I know that youngsters in love used to visit this one cave with a spring. Maybe they went there and were attacked by weird beasts. I don't know. To be fair, I don't give a damn now. I only cared that Beor was alive. Really? Well, if this can put Beor back on... Beor? Your wound, it changed.
What? What happened?
I don't remember much. There was...
And what did I always tell you about chasing after women, huh? She stole your heart, literally. You're lucky this one showed up. Otherwise, I never would have guessed you fell in love with a weird beast. Better take this to your grave if you don't want to become a laughingstock. You're so smart, and yet so stupid, eh? Well, get up now, whelp. Enough lazing about. You can take it easy today, but tomorrow you're back in the forge first thing in the morning. You've got a lot to catch up on.
I'm sorry.
And you, thank you. I'd thank the All-Mother for sending you at the last minute, but if you ever need a smith, you can... Oh, hello. Beor is still wet behind the ears, and his heart is barely beating. Beor is still wet behind the ears, and his heart is barely beating. So, the weed load dinner is... Come on, look, here at the... Beor is still wet. Beor. Beor is still... Beor is...
You found her, didn't you? And came out alive. So I'm not sure. I'm guessing some kind of spell. She was a monster, as you know. I can't believe... Oh, and I didn't have a chance to express my gratitude. You risked your life for me. That's more than I could ever ask of anyone. What do you need? What do you need? I remember following her to that. I felt a great pain. I managed to get away each morning after... He seems stern, but he's a good hard worker. I'm forging a new heart. It's easier for me to grow in... So far, all my attempts have failed. None of those hearts had the spark of form. There's a legend about the Stone Wardens. Sadly, I don't... Well, since the Stone Wardens are all Dalriata, my hands... A Dalriata selling books. I was planning to ask her about the legends myself, but... Thank you. It hasn't been used even before. The men here in Kun... Perhaps the... I just want... Mind the rub.
Beor is still wet.
Hold your ground, men. This is going to... I see fear in...
where'd you... I didn't know our stories had traveled so far. The Camelosians prefer to call us heartless beasts, but I suppose a tale about creating a heart in the fires of a forge is something only an... So, that Beor. Aye, that's the way of it. A heart given to those creatures is never whole when it returns. They drain every joy, every spark. I'm sorry your friend bears that burden. He used iron, didn't he? Iron's too brittle. Steel's no better. It's cold. To forge a heart, you need metal that is alive. You need a metal that will sing as your... Twice. Once for a man whose wife's heart had been frozen by an ice weaver. He feared it would shatter. So the other, well, it beats in my beloved's chest, as his beats in mine. Both forged in the same... Aye, it's the only metal fit for such a task. But weird steel alone isn't enough. It must be woven with ethereal cobweb. Bring me those and I'll forge the heart. Good. Give me a moment to find the right song. I haven't lost my touch. Here, your friend will have a strong, beautiful heart. The rest is up to you. The art is just an empty vessel. Life, of course. A heart must be full of life to start beating, but we'll talk about that when you return. Well, there are two ways. Through death, or through sacrifice. No, of course not. You can fill it with the life of creatures you kill, but it'll take some time. A life torn away is far less, and I can't say what effect it'll have on Beor. It's not a method we use. You can pour some of your own life into the art. It'll weaken you, sure, but I'd say some sacrifices are worth making. Besides, I believe it will give you another kind of strength. Something far more valuable than what you've lost. Then he'll have a cold lump of steel in his chest. If you want to fill it up with the energies of things you kill, just hold it up when you fight. It will collect life, and at some point, will give you a sign that it's beating again. Come to me and I'll bind life to the heart. If you decide to fill it with your own energy, either way, come back with either a full heart or when you make up your... Ah, so you've chosen to wrangle unwilling lives, and I can almost feel them churning within. I'm curious to hear. This is no peaceful heart. I hope it was a pleasure.
I'll strike you down! You'll fall to my sword!
There's... Ah.
You're just in... What? That's amazing. What? Oh my. I have so many questions. For this, I will need your help, my friend. Once more, as always. Let's see if those Stone Warden legends have a grain of truth in them. I suppose that's it. Surprising how simple it is to look into someone's heart and tear it out, isn't it? It's different. Everything looks a bit like it's mired in fog. I guess more will become clear with time. The measure of my debt to you is 2 hearts. I'll be going back to work. Visit...
Beor's fully recovered. He's doing well and making his... And, well, you've done right. This whole expedition is... And I'll admit, I'm glad these... I might not think much of our Lord, but tell Yvain he can count on me.
Really? What for? The Mynheer burned... Ah, yes. And he sent you to... You know, recent events have really given me a lot to think. Turns out the world isn't ending after all. And besides, I have this feeling that Lady Fate joining the Holy Mission. Tell Yvain I'm ready to join the expedition.
Back.
Just keep your head down.
What news? The people... now that... You've achieved what seemed impossible. With Nyante, Magat, and Ifra, we shall strive. You've done me a great favor. So, before I depart, know this. You brought change to Connacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Be the shield that watches over Connacht, as House Terion has done for generations.
It is a bold decision, and I am glad. It was wise of him to invoke the old. Camelot will not dare to break them, and the men here will remain in Connacht. It's an ancient lore I established. I am glad you chose to help him. With company like this, even if Yvain does not return, his actions will be remembered.
I am his oath. I am the...
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now!
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again!
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility? I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon, and may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come. The shield isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. The shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades. Palamedes understood. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles Lord Yvain. A joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to... But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand. all I've seen here is fear. Indecisive, and when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of Yvain, a descendant of Palamedes, yet too weak to stand against. Their fear breeds in. If you cannot choose, you cannot, and if you cannot protect. It was you the men here responded to, and you who rekindled it. You did all the work. Without that, Kuanacht would still be waiting. That's why I have to come. Without us, without... Merlin wanted me to become a symbol. But I realized that one person, this kingdom needed more. And so, it seems we were both wrong about this. Yes, the situation is complete. Turn every resource toward understanding why the weirdness is returning and stopping it. Hiding in Camelot is cowardice. Staying here? But what I would do doesn't matter. This is precisely why Palamedes was made Avalon's shield, even if it meant standing. We gave our people peace, symbols, without the will to uphold. I named his bloodline the Shield of Kuanacht, and granted them dominion. The land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a... Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown. Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched...
Stay quiet. Stay safe. Just passing through. You've come back. Be well.
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life.
Fine. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going... I'll leave you two. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made. And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends.
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do for you today? Really? I hope he supports my decision to embark on the quest for the Holy Grail. All well, and now you are the shield of my people. House Terion ends with me. Lady Maeve was never granted the chance to give me an heir, but your work. As soon as the necessary preparations are complete, with any luck, Ansem will assume my duties in my absence. He is my most trusted man. I do not know when or if I will return. I cannot say for certain, but I have faith that Ansem will manage. Since Maeve's passing, I've been all too aware of how much I've neglected. Camelot will keep the peace in my stead, and I can only hope that the people of Connacht will come to trust. We may not agree on every matter, but I cannot deny Denholm. So, I thank you once more. House Terrion is... No, wait. I am personally deep. Farewell.
Stay out of my way.
Well, well, look at you. Moving along nicely, aren't we? And since you've proven yourself so capable... Here, go to this place and see if the door opens for you. No. If you want to know the truth about the man pulling the strings, it's the house of someone I once called my employer, Orin. I don't know. We stopped seeing eye to eye on certain things, and our relationship sank. No, not really. There's one last piece of Arthur's soul waiting for you. The third artifact. You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords, in the capital city of Dalriata. Meet with Gerfan. He'll either attack you on sight, or explain everything patiently, depending on how he feels about... Oh, you'll... How would I know? I'd say going into Dalriata territory, but don't worry. They've got bigger problems at the moment than you sneaking off with their sacred helm. Once you're done, meet me at the Charred Conclave. That's where we'll finish the...
What do you want?
What is it now? Aye, you've got a good. So you are finally. You're here.
You looking for trouble?
You're here.
Show yourself! Your armor won't save you! I'll teach you to respect me! I'll get you back, Ted! I'll strike you down!
Greetings, my king. If you're seeing this message, it means Caradoc has fulfilled his task, and the wheel of destiny has begun to turn. I am Orin, your majesty's devoted servant, and the apprentice of your friend Merlin. Nothing would bring me greater joy than meeting you face to face. Alas, that must wait, for our paths have yet to cross, though I hope it will be soon. In the meantime, please treat my home as your own. Make yourself comfortable. Rest from your hardships, and seek the knowledge you require. And you, brave vessel, remember to heed your lord, King Arthur, now and always. My king, I understand that what Merlin and I have done... You have no idea how long I've been waiting for you, my king. I've memorized Merlin's plan for your resurrection. Yet I'm certain my master made a mistake somewhere. I just can't pinpoint.
He might have been, but I don't recall us ever meeting in person. Merlin had many apprentices, and Nimue was the most gifted among them. But even she never spoke in my presence. It is possible Merlin forbade, but Orin seems devoted to a cause he believes in. It's... Honestly, I had hoped his discoveries might help me. I remember what Merlin and I chose, but it's... You... In the...
I will be your downfall! Blow for blow! your ground, men! Your armor won't save you! Just a flesh... fertilizing the soil!
Did you make sure that no one from the Queen's entourage was following your trail? And if you're acting on her behalf? The first time I saw her was years ago, when night fell over. Then, the first sign appeared. Finally, from the milky shroud suspended. Along with the mist came stinging troubles. That's right. Troubles are like bee stings. The most important thing is that both Brock and Brockmiala were protected. It's the attire of many families from Brockmiala. But I can't give it to you. It shields me from the Queen's. No one wants to be. Depends on who's asking. Do you bring... No, I can't hear any buzzing. You don't know what you're doing here yourself. And my name is Brock. If you need something... Of course. take care of your...
inside. Step forward. After all, you know me well. Take off your mask now. It's your home. Welcome, little prince. Why the sullen look? Aren't you glad to see me? You finally made it here. It must have taken quite a long time. So, you don't remember me. I'm afraid it might have something to do with the form in which I see you now. This body and soul. But to answer your question, I am the Weaver. And though it... Because it is easier for me to address you this way than to accept that, for now, you are nothing. It is painful. The Pale Lady was relentless in her desire to fulfill her vision of an offspring. Model, it displeases me that you don't remember. I'd envisioned your return and our meeting quite differently. But now it all makes sense. Now I understand why you need that shard. Nothing remarkable. None of my kind have visited me yet here. Now the thread of potential is much weaker, though it seems. The shard of the prince's memory. I'd gladly I don't know all the details. What I do know, the prince had been that person. Arthur was a man, mortal like any other. But yes, his origins are far more complicated. This is everything, and we... Our meeting comes to an end. I regret how brief it...
Have you seen the There is no me.
step closer. I won't bite. Good to see you, stranger. Not a weird night hit, and I ran out of cobweb. I'm Kedron of the Volker tribe, by the way. And you just don't tell me you're a Camelosian spy. I'll fight you if I have to, but I'd prefer to get my strength back first. Bold of you. If I weren't injured, I might have fought you anyway, just to warm up. But since you're already here, and I need some time to pull myself, and to answer the question you haven't asked yet, yes, there's something in it for you. Oh, you could, but you wouldn't get far. That much I'm sure. I need you to find Gerfan and inform him of my situation. He's also the one who can grant you safe passage through our lands. Without it, things might turn... The capital, you can't miss it. It looms over everything. Used to be the place where all the tribes came together. Now it's head for the sword on the horizon. Gerfan is the voice of the tribes. They say Mather herself blessed the runes of his fate. Now, he's just an old man. But out the tribe, there's no... Still. A gathering of the Dalrita tribe used to happen in times of peace, but there hasn't been one in years. From long ago, from back when I was there when Tankard Gerf, but think... Sure.
Let me guess. Vidar sent you. I was wondering when he'd finally get around to me. Always thorough, that one. But haven't we met before? Down in the depths of the island asylum? Ah, so we were rats in the same cage. Small world. And now you're here, playing executioner? Funny how fate works. So, any questions before we get to the point of your visit? Not at all. They wanted a Pict and they caught me off guard. And I have my suspicions about who ratted out my I'm more than sure it was our mutual friend, also a Pict. Ring any... Oh, I know him all right. He's the reason I had to run from my own people. I wouldn't be alive if it weren't for the children of Morrigan. They gave me back my life, my purpose, my family. Vidar can kill every last one of us, but he'll never take that away from me. I just hope you realize you're not fighting for Avalon. You're fighting for Vidar's version of it. And so are you. If being dangerous is all it takes to be hunted, you'd better hope nobody turns their... I know what you've done. But tell me something. How many of us have you killed already? How many names has Vidar whispered in your ear, sending you off like a well-trained... You're hunting the children of Morrigan, sure. But what happens when there are no more... Think about it. Will Vidar finally rest? Or will he find another enemy for you to... You're smart, you'll figure it out if you live long. But I doubt Vidar will give you... Oh, he's more than meets the eye. You see a hunter, a man waging a war. But wars aren't fought without... You've killed crows, sure, but have you ever wondered how how deep his knowledge runs? You think he was never one of them? Think about it. If he wasn't, how does he know which threads to pull, which ones to... Of course not. You've been killing my brothers, but we've never served under just self-led one wing of the children. Vidar led another. 2 crows, 2 visions, both playing their own game. You think Vidar was just some stray, hunting us out of vengeance? No. He had his own band, his own fledglings, his own agenda. And now he's making sure his side is the only one left standing. You're not just hunting the children of Morrigan. You're erasing his rivals. Now you know everything. So, what will it be? Do we fight, or do we pretend we never met? Well, that's generous. I won't thank you. Mercy given is just another debt waiting to be collected. But if you're sparing me, I suggest you watch your back. If Vidar finds out, you'll be next on his list. Let's hope this nostalgia doesn't get you killed. I was wondering, but... Ah. So, and now, so... I know you... Not at all, and I'm more than sure it... Oh, they gave Vidar... I just... A reason I'm beyond, but tell me how many your hunt think of... but... Oh, how deep think about... Of course, you think and now... I would, but let's hope...